availability and fares appear in the standard of NDC, the possibilities are limitless. Which is why you need a complete view of the landscape. Every flight, every add-on, every option. With Sabre, it's a view you can only get with Sabre Red 360, your ticket to NDC offers. To get started, use the air shopping path and then add the journey details to access a world of content in one easy-to-follow display. Our air shopping path is fully API enabled, so it pulls from multiple sources of information at once, including traditional low-cost carrier and NDC offers. And it's all presented in a single display for efficient comparison shopping. With Sabre Red 360, availability and fares appear in a familiar workflow while clearly depicting the content source. In this case, it is an NDC offer. Open the panel to see more information about the flight. Then click Select to offer more specific details. Details such as the offer time limit, taxes, fees, and baggage information come straight from the supplier. After adding the travel data, click to create the order. The order request is then sent to the airline. Once accepted, you'll receive a confirmation with a unique order ID, which is displayed on the header of the graphical PNR. Here, you'll see the Sabre passenger name record or PNR, air locator, and order ID, as well as the itinerary, ticketing time limit, and pricing information. Ready to book seats? You'll see the seat map with a legend available to the left of the screen. Make your seat selection per segment, and then save the information to your order. For fulfillment, use the workflow menu and click Fulfill Order. Add the payment information to secure the order before the order expires. You'll receive a confirmation response on screen indicating the order has been successfully fulfilled. But what happens if plans change after order fulfillment? No problem. Refunds are easy to process with a user-friendly workflow menu. Simply access the relevant booking, open the Cancel Ticket workflow, and follow the on-screen instructions to refund the order. Need to make an exchange? Access the Exchange Shop NDC workflow and mark each part of the itinerary as Keep or Exchange. Add the new date, and then select Shop Airfare. Choose desired fare and press Exchange Order. After exchanging, remember to fulfill the order using the Fulfill Order workflow. That's it, just a few simple steps. You will activity and add profitability to your bottom line while delivering the exact experience your travelers want every time. Get your ticket to booking NDC offers today. Explore beyond the NDC standards at sabre.com/NDC. Travel beyond the standard of NDC, the possibilities are limitless. Which is a view of the landscape. Every option. With Sabre, it's a view you can only get with Sabre Red 360, your ticket to NDC offers. To get started, use the air shop and the journey details to access a world of content in one easy-to-follow display. Our air shopping path is fully API enabled, so it pulls from multiple sources of information at once, including traditional low-cost carrier and offers. And it's all presented for efficient comparison shopping. With Sabre Red 360, availability and fares appear in a familiar workflow. In this case, it is an NDC offer. Open the panel to see more information, then click Select to offer more specific details. Details such as the offer time limit, taxes, fees, and baggage information come straight from the supplier. After adding the travel data, click to create the order. The order request is then sent to the airline. Once accepted, you'll receive a confirmation with a unique order ID, which is displayed on the header of the graphical PNR. Here, you'll see the Sabre passenger name record or PNR, airline locator, and the itinerary, ticketing time limit, and pricing information. Available to the left of the screen. Make your seat selection per segment and then save the order before the order expires. What happens if plans change after order fulfillment? Experience your travelers want. NDC at Sabre.com. /NDC. When you try NDC offers, get started API enabled, so it pulls from multiple sources of information at once, including every add-on, every option. With Sabre, it's a view you can only get with Sabre Red 360, your ticket to NDC offers. To get started, use the air shopping path and then add the journey details to access a world of content in one easy-to-follow display. Our air shopping path is fully API enabled, so it pulls from multiple sources of information at once, including traditional low-cost carrier and NDC offers. And it's all presented in a single display for efficient comparison shopping. With Sabre Red 360, availability and fares appear in a familiar workflow while clearly depicting the content source. In this case, it is an NDC offer. Open the panel to see more information about the flight. Then click Select to offer more specific details. Details such as the offer time limit, taxes, fee information right from the supplier. After adding the travel data, click to create the order. The order request is then sent to the airline. Once accepted, you'll receive a confirmation with a unique order ID, which is displayed on the header of the graphical PNR. Here, you'll see the Sabre passenger name record, or PNR, airline locator, and order ID, as well as the itinerary, ticketing time limit, and pricing information. Ready to book seats? You'll see the seat map with a legend available to the left of the screen. Make your seat selection per segment and then save the information to your order. For fulfillment, use the workflow menu and click Fulfill Order. Add the payment information to secure the order before the order expires. You'll receive a confirmation response on screen indicating the order has been successfully fulfilled. But what happens if plans change after order fulfillment? No problem. Refunds are easy to process with a user-friendly workflow menu. Simply access the relevant booking, open the Cancel Ticket workflow, and follow the on-screen instructions to refund the order. Need to make an exchange? Access the Exchange Shop NDC workflow and mark each part of the itinerary as Keep or Exchange. Add the new date, and then select Shop Airfare. Choose the desired fare and press Exchange Order. After exchanging, remember to fulfill the order using the Fulfill Order workflow. That's it, just a few simple steps. You will expand content access, enhance productivity, and add profitability to your bottom line, while delivering the exact experience your travelers want every time. Get your ticket to booking NDC offers today. Explore beyond the NDC standards at sabre.com/NDC. When you travel beyond the standard of NDC, the possibilities are limitless, which is why you need a complete view of the landscape. Every flight, every add-on, every option. With Sabre, it's a view you can only get with Sabre Red 360, your ticket to NDC offers. To get started, use the air shopping path and then add the journey details to access a world of content in one easy-to-follow display. Our air shopping path is fully API enabled, so it pulls from multiple sources of information at once, including traditional low-cost carrier and NDC offers. And it's all presented in a single display for efficient comparison shopping. With Sabre Red 360, availability and fares appear in a familiar workflow while clearly depicting the content source. In this case, it is an NDC offer. Open the panel to see more information about the flight. Then click Select to offer more specific details. Details such as the offer time limit, taxes, fees, and baggage information come straight from the supplier. After adding the traveler data, click to create the order. The order request is then sent to the airline. Once accepted, you'll receive a confirmation with a unique order ID, which is displayed on the header of the graphical PNR. Here, you'll see the Sabre passenger name record, or PNR, airline locator, and order as well as the itinerary, ticketing, and you'll see the seat map with a legend available to the left of the screen. Make your seat selection per segment. For fulfillment, use the workflow menu and click Fulfill Order. Add the payment information to secure the order before the order expires. You'll receive a confirmation response on screen indicating the order has been successfully fulfilled. But what happens if plans change after order fulfillment? No problem. Refunds are easy to process with a user-friendly workflow. Open the Cancel Ticket workflow and follow the on-screen instructions. Need to make an exchange? Access the Exchange Shop NDC workflow and mark each part of the itinerary as Keep or Exchange. Add the new date, and then select Shop Airfare. Choose the desired fare and press Exchange Order. After exchanging, remember to fulfill the order using the Fulfill Order workflow. That's it, just a few simple steps. You will expand content access, enhance productivity, and add profitability to your bottom line, while delivering the exact experience your travelers want every time. Get your ticket to booking NDC offers today. Explore beyond the NDC standards at sabre.com/NDC. When you travel beyond the standard of NDC, the possibilities are limitless, which is why you need a complete view of the landscape. Every flight, every add-on, every option. With Sabre, it's a view you can only get with Sabre Red 360, your ticket to NDC offers. To get started, use the Air Shopping pad and then add the journey details to access a world of content in one easy-to-follow display. Our Air Shopping path is fully API enabled, so it pulls from multiple sources of information at once, including traditional low-cost carrier and NDC offers. And it's all presented in a single display for efficient comparison shopping. With Sabre Red 360, availability and fares appear in a familiar workflow while clearly depicting the content source. In this case, it is an NDC offer. Open the panel to see more information about the flight. Then click Select to offer more specific details. Details such as the offer time limit, taxes, fees, and baggage information come straight from the supplier. After adding the traveler data, click to create the order. The order request is then sent to the airline. Once accepted, you'll receive a confirmation with a unique order ID, which is displayed on the header of the graphical PNR. Here, you'll see the Sabre passenger name record, or PNR, airline locator, and order ID, as well as the itinerary, ticketing time limit, and pricing information. Ready to book seats? You'll see the seat map with a legend available to the left of the screen. Make your seat selection per segment, and then save the information to your order. For fulfillment, use the workflow menu and click Fulfill Order.
Yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome each and every one of us to this webinar, which is titled Expanding Opportunities with IATA EasyPay. My name is Francis Adeyemi Ojo. I'm representing Sabre all the way from Gabon. So I'm reaching you directly from the capital city of Gabon, Libreville. For this webinar, we are in collaboration with all our partners in the industry, from the airlines, from the agencies, and from IATA as well. And then we have our panelists that are also on the call today, which we are going to hear from each and every one of them on this call, and we will together explore and also consider a lot about the IATA EasyPay from agency perspective, from airlines perspective, from GDS perspective, and IATA as well. So once again, I would like to say welcome again to this call, and we really appreciate your time, really appreciate your commitment, and really appreciate the love we have for this industry at large. And then on that note, I would like to quickly recognize the presence of our panelists on the call to know and confirm our readiness. So I would like to start by introducing to us Mr. Kunle Oluwole, the MD of Jara Trips, Nigeria. Mr. Kunle, if you can hear me, good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for
Good
joining the
morning.
call. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Also, we have from our airlines partners, we have the representatives of Rwanda, and we have from Rwanda, we have Mr. Lawrence Mugisha. Are you on the call? Can you hear me, Mr. Lawrence? And also we have Mr. Richmond Adusi, both of them from Rwanda. Anyone from Rwanda, have we joined the call already? And we also have a representative, our partners from KP as well, ASCAI. Anyone from ASCAI, if we have joined the call, let's register our presence by speaking to the microphone to know if we are here already. Okay, we believe.
Yes, good morning, my chair.
Good morning. That is from which airline? KP?
From KP SKS.
Okay, thank you very much. What is the name again, sir? Sorry, I am.
Date Martial.
Okay, Martial.
No problem.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Date Martial.
Okay. Okay. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for joining. Are you alone or you have your colleagues on the call?
Normally, I should have colleagues in the call as well. I think Mr. Clever. But since I don't have the list of all attending, maybe if he's there, he can raise his hand later. No problem.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Thanks for joining. And then we also want to recognize the presence of IATA representative. We are still expecting them. If they are here, they will let us know. And also, we have our Sabre colleagues from East Africa. If they are already on the call, we have Sabi Morenas and then Marilyn Morera. Are you on the call already? If not, we are still expecting them. And as soon as they join, they will let us know they are joining us all the way from East Africa. And all our partner agencies as well, we can see each and every one of you. We cannot from now start calling our names one after the other, but we can see you and we are recognizing your presence and we are saying thank you for joining this call. And because of our time, we'll quickly let us know that as the program will start, we can make use of the chat panels, the chat panel. If we have any question along in the course of the webinar, in the course of each presentation, we can, if we have any question whatsoever, let's make use of the chat panel. So by so doing, we'll be able to attend to as many questions as possible that could be presented in the course of this webinar. So without much ado, I would like to also let us know that we have our Senior Regional Director, Sabre West Africa, Mr. Dari Olaiwola on the call. And then after I finish this introduction, he's going to take the microphone and to lead us into the purpose and other things that has to do with a webinar, with this particular webinar, while we will start the program after his own speech. So, Mr. Dari Olaiwola, you have the microphone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Francis. Good morning, everybody on the call. This is a wonderful numbers, and this is a wonderful morning from Nigeria. I thank you for joining this session. This session is a platform where in Sabre we believe that the industry experts should continue to talk on the subject matter, and every personnel in the travel ecosystem should be able to enjoy the benefit of those updates. IATA EasyPay has been the main point of discussion in the industry for couples of years now, right? Innovated by IATA, all the travel partners from the airline perspective, AGDS perspective, agency perspective has been, right, talking about this, and the implementation has been ongoing. Then we believe that the IATA EasyPay opportunity can be tapped into more, right? If we have more information and we have more clarity on a platform like this, where all the travel experts comes together to give their opinion on it. I have a lot of expectation today. I really want to learn more. I want to understand what is airline is looking at, what are they looking at from their perspective. I want to hear from the agency community. I have our NANTA represented here. I have APV from other regions represented here. I really have a lot of expectation. Then let me welcome Mr. Fabrice Ayiri as well from IATA. He has joined us. Thank you for joining. Opinion from these stakeholders matters on the subject matters. And I'm looking forward to a successful session. Let's look at make use of the chat panel to ask our questions. All the panelists, we try as much as possible to respond to those questions from the audience. Thank you very much. Wish us a successful time together today. Over to you, Francis.
Thank you very much for that. And then as it is our expectation, which you just emphasized. So on that note, we would like also to start the program proper. And then as we have introduced our panelists to us, we have the airline ASCAI represented. So they will be the first. We would like to hear from them first from their own perspectives. From the airline's perspective, it is the airline. I mean, okay, probably we should, okay, what is going to happen is that we'll first of all hear from the agency perspective. So that is what is going to happen, the agency perspective. And I believe Mr. Kunle Oluwole is very much ready for us. So Mr. Kunle, are you ready for us? We want to hear first, because we are the first, the agencies are the end users of these products. So we'd like to hear from the agency perspective from Mr. Kunle Oluwole why KP gets ready for their own presentation after Mr. Kunle Oluwole. You have the floor, sir.
Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have men and women on this platform. Thank you, Sabre, for giving us opportunity to talk on the expanding the opportunity with IATA EasyPay. Can I have my presentation, or who is helping to share it? Hello. Okay. Yes. Sabre Partner webinar. What is a IATA EasyPay? It is a pay-as-you-go e-wallet solution for agents to issue tickets via BSP. And IATA EasyPay is a specific payment method within the new Gen ISA framework. There is no way you talk about IATA EasyPay without mentioning the new Gen ISS, which stands for New Generation of IATA Settlement System. So to visualize the relationship, I would liken it as this, that new Gen ISS is like a car, and IATA EasyPay is like a specific engine type within that car. This next slide. So new Gen ISS, what it brought on board before the new Gen ISS, there is a lot of risk in the industry. One of the things that the new Gen ISS brought on board is EasyPay to improve the payment solution between the travel agent and IATA and the airline. So is a component of the new Gen ISS. So new Gen ISS, as you see it, it brought about so many things. It brought about innovation on RHS, then also about the model of IATA accreditation. So EasyPay also is a component of this arrangement. So it's a new voluntary secure payment method based on pay-as-you-go model. Please, next slide. As you can see, among all the accreditation model, EasyPay, people usually think that EasyPay is only meant for Go Light, whereas it's not meant for only Go Light. It's only that is one of the major means for Go Light to issue tickets. But for Go Standard, like we see from this presentation, cash is not enabled for Go Light. Credit card is enabled for Go Light, but credit card is not yet activated for this market to the best of my knowledge. So, but EasyPay has been activated. So for Go Standard, we have cash, we have credit card, we have EasyPay. For Go Global, we have cash, we have credit card, we have EasyPay. So EasyPay is meant for all the accreditation model of IATA, being Go Live, being Go Standard, or Go Global. Next slide. And in a situation whereby agencies move from Go Live to Go Standard, or from Go Standard to Go Global, or you move from Go Global to Go Standard, those standard, you can actually change your accreditation model. It does not affect the use of your EasyPay because EasyPay is applicable to all the model. So the fact that you change your accreditation does not affect your use of EasyPay, IATA EasyPay. Next slide. So how does it work for issuance of tickets? You can see the EasyPay here. Once you generate your IEP, it sends a signal to GDS. It sends signal to GDS. GDS will issue ticket. Then also there's a communication that will go to the airline. The payment and ticket number will be generated and go back to travel agent. These are the circles, the flow, how ticket issuance process work. And it is, like I said, I'll keep on repeating it. It's meant for Go Light, it's meant for Go Standard, and it's also for Go Global. So it is a settlement platform between the airline and the travel agent. Next slide. So what are the benefits of IEP? Access is voluntary. That's why that I said that it's meant for all the accreditation. The Global and Go Standard might choose not to activate their EasyPay. But for Go Light, that's the only major means of issuing tickets. So they don't have option than to activate it. So access is voluntary, easy way to transact, top up your account based on your need. There is no specific amount that IATA will give you to transfer or to put in the wallet. Then they have a detailed reporting on transactions. So you can go there to check the ticket issue per day, per month. You can generate all sorts of, you can filter your reporting system from the EasyPay platform. No fees is attached for you to open it. no minimum balance required, but no commitment to use or maintain a particular account. You must maintain account with IATA. You give them a particular account before they will activate you. Then single and multi-use number. What it means is that you can generate a single IEP to issue ticket, and you can generate a multiple use that you can use for a period of 3 months before it will expire. It also helps to manage your RHC, especially for Go Standard and Go Global. I will be explaining more of this later in a session whereby you have reached your holding capacity and you want to issue ticket. You can fund your wallet and issue your ticket. Next slide, please. So there's a process of setting up your EasyPay IATA from your IATA customer portal. You click on IATA EasyPay, request for access, and accept the terms and conditions. Then they will ask you to upload some certain information documentation, vis-a-vis certificate of incorporation, your means of identification, bank statement for 6 months, then your source code. You register with EasyPay IATA. Then once they activate it and open it, then you are ready to fund your wallet. You can add fund to the wallet, you can transfer, you can withdraw. So, and it is applicable to both Go Light, Go Standard, and Go Global. Any of the IATA accreditation can use EasyPay. Next slide. Like I said, I mentioned that you can use it especially for Go Standard and Go Global. They can use it to manage their cash flow, manage their risk. In a session whereby you are a Go Standard, and you can see this arrow, once it's in a green and you are getting to 75%, it will turn to yellow. But when after 75%, you are getting to 100. Once your this arrow get to 100%, Go Standard, if you are a Go Standard or Go Global, and you did not drop down by making payment, and that payment may not reflect immediately. It will take a day or 2 days before it being reflected and move back your arrow for you to be able to issue ticket. That is where the opportunity of this IATA EasyPay come to play. You can fund your wallet and continue to issue your ticket. Also, in a situation whereby your bank guarantee has expired and you send your, because bank will not renew your bank BG until the day of the last day of the expiration. So between the time you will send a new one to IATA and they will update your profile, and probably they have already put your holding capacity on hold that you will not be able to issue ticket. Once you fund your wallet, you open your wallet, you can use your EasyPay to issue and reissue ticket. Next slide. So this brings us to what are the challenges and recommendations. Some of the challenges that we have currently is a lack of technical know-how of some members. Some travel agents may be struggling with the technical aspect of EasyPay, such as using the platform or understanding the feature, both being a Go Light, Go Standard, or Go Light or Go Global. System downtime. Occasionally, system, because you have to transfer. You have to transfer to a specific amount account that IATA gave us in UBA with your reference code. So there may be downtime generally in within the banking sector. So it will affect your wallet being updated. Also, currently, intraday transaction, IATA has been trying on it since last month, but it is not working at the full capacity to meet our expectation as a travel agent. I've seen a situation whereby we transfer money, let's assume I transfer money this morning, by 1 p.m. or 2, we get it. And at times, we don't get it. And mostly, if you do it after 12 or after 2, now, you may not get that account being funded until the next day. Wallet can also be loaded on weekend or on weekend or public holiday. But currently, fund cannot be added. Sorry, I wanted to say fund can be added on the EasyPay wallet. Even no, currently we cannot do that. I made a mistake here. It's supposed to be currently we cannot do fund. We cannot fund the wallet over the weekend or public holiday. Opening of the AEP in USD is still not allowed by CBN. So Central Bank of Nigeria currently prohibits the opening of IATA EasyPay account in USD. And that is a challenge to Go Light, especially the Go Light. In a situation whereby we have some airlines that are, you can only issue their document in USD, it means that that sector is being denied access to issue their stock. So recommendation to improve on the technical know-how is regular training is important for member. We want IATA to increase the level of engagement between the airline, NDC, and GDS because we are still finding challenging for some, majorly most of the NDC company to use EasyPay to issue tickets, while few on GDS are still having that challenge to use IEP to issue tickets. Adding of funds to the wallet account as needed. We want real time. That's the expectation of the travel agent. We want it to be any time of the day. You do it in the next 1 hour, we want your money to be reflected in your wallet. Being weekend, being holiday, being non-business day, that is our expectation. But we hope the IATA will get to that stage. Members are encouraged to continue improving their professional skill, uphold integrity, and promote entrepreneurial spirit. Next slide. Thank you. I hope during the question and answer, I'll be able to answer some of our questions. Thank you, Sabre.
All right. Thank you very much for this wonderful presentation, Mr. Kunle Oluwole. And I would like to emphasize that Mr. Kunle Oluwole spoke in his capacity as the NANTA representative on this webinar. And NANTA is also a major partner in the industry in Nigeria. So this is to emphasize the reason for his presentation and to also know which body is representing on this call and the closeness of the body with our own Sabre. So thank you very much once again, Mr. Kunle Oluwole. This is well appreciated and very wonderful. And now I would also like to emphasize again that in the course of this webinar, let's make effective use of the chat panel. It's very, very important for questions and for us to have answers as well as at when due. It is very, very important to have such and to make use of the webinar. As many as we are on the call, we might not be able to give all of us access to the microphone, but it will be possible for us to answer as many questions that we could have on the chat panel. So as we are having questions, let us feel free to put them on the chat panel, and they will be answered duly. So these are the ground rules we are seeing on the screen. Participants' audio and video are deliberately disabled to prevent distraction. So I hope this is well understood and then is well noted by all participants. Then we are also encouraged again to submit our questions and answers in the chat panel. Also, our moderators will ensure speakers respond to our questions. So as many questions we have, that's why we are emphasizing that the questions should be directed via the chat panel. We have people dedicated to that, and I also will be looking at the chat panel for likely questions that requires answers. So if you experience any technical issue, please try logging out and rejoining the session. We encourage all participants to engage actively by asking questions and sharing insights during the discussion sessions. We will ensure to keep discussions and questions relevant to the webinar theme, expanding opportunities with IATA EasyPay. So these are the ground rules, and we encourage each and every one of us to adhere to them for a successful webinar. Once again, Mr. Kunle Oluwole, thank you very much for that. And then we can see the agenda on the screen. So we've taken presentation from the NANTA perspective, the agency perspective from NANTA. We've seen that. Then Mr. Fabrice, IATA representative, is also on the call, basically for questions that could be directed to IATA, is also here, also to handle that for us on this webinar. So on this note, the next, as I introduced earlier, is for IATA to have their own presentation. We have them on the call already. If we are on that, we would like IATA to take, since Mr. Kunle Oluwole has given us from their own perspective, then it is important that IATA should go now to address us as well from their own perspective based on the theme of this webinar. So expanding opportunity to IATA EasyPay.
Thank you very much, colleagues from Sabre. And
thank you, sir.
I think I will not go through the presentation that I prepared, because it will be a repetition from what Mr. Oluwole has said already. It's more or less the same slides that I prepared. And thank you very much to the previous presenter, because he did already what I was supposed to say during my presentation. He did very well the explanation and the presentation of IATA EasyPay. What is it? It's a pay-as-you-go solution that is available in the BSP for travel agents operating in the BSP. So IATA EasyPay comes after the accreditation of the travel agent. So a non-accredited travel agent cannot have access to IATA EasyPay. The first step is to request or to apply for the accreditation, and then second step, you open an IATA EasyPay account. So he described already how it works and how it's important for travel agents, how they can use it, how can they make, they can really use it in the operations in the BSP. Thank you also for the challenges that he highlighted in this presentation. This is very well noted, and IATA is still working on many of them, mainly on the fact that it's not possible to, at the moment, to fund a wallet in USD. So we are working with CBN regarding that. So I hope that we will get a solution which is acceptable for all users very soon by CBN. And yeah, so I'm available during all the time of this event to answer any question that all the participants may have regarding this product, this solution that is made available for all travel agents in the BSP, not only in Nigeria, but this is a worldwide solution that we have. Unfortunately, my presentation is in French because I was supposed to do the French session, I think this afternoon or something like that. And Mr. Fatokun, who is the head of accounts manager for Central and West Africa, was supposed to do the presentation in English this morning, but unfortunately, he had a very last minute emergency and he could not attend. So sorry also for him. So that's it. I'm available, as I said, and IATA EasyPay, yes, it is there for all travel agents, and airlines are also educated on the importance to open or to give a ticketing authority to travel agents using IATA EasyPay in the BSP. So it's the education process continues also on airline side, because many of them at this time do not really understand or even know the product. So we continue talking to them, trying to have dedicated sessions to explain exactly what is it, how it works, why it's important for them to consider this payment solution in the BSP. And this is a continuous task that we have with airlines also. So that's it in a nutshell, what I wanted to say, and I remain available for any questions that you may have regarding IATA EasyPay. So if I don't have the answer to the question right now, please be aware that I will contact my head office or the teams in charge of technical capabilities of IATA EasyPay and get back to you. So thank you very much, and I'm open to any question that you may have.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Fabrice, and this is well noted, and thank you for the summary of the presentation. And then we appreciate your presence, and we also want to encourage us on the chat panel for questions. Please, it is important. And then as Mr. Fabrice is on the standby for questions pertaining to IATA EasyPay. Thank you very much. And on this note, we are going to call on our partner airline, ASKY, for their own presentation. Thank you very much.
Hello, good morning to everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to allow ASKY to have a presentation on the airline perspective for the IATA EasyPay. I'm the commercial director of ASKY. So overview, the first thing we are going to show is just a kind of overview of ASKY and its operations as full private regional airline based in Lomé. Right now, we are serving 28 destinations across the continent, including from West to Central Africa, East Africa, and Southern Africa. And from October 2nd, we will increase the total destination to 29 by reopening Pointe Noire in Congo. And we are committed to connect African economies, African people, to facilitate trips for people who want to meet their family, to discover tourism, and for cultural exchange, giving affordable, reliable service and very good price. And thanks to all the process that has been put in place since 2010, we are proud to announce that last year we have carried more than 1.1 million passengers. And for this year, we are targeting about 1.4 million passengers. And right now, we are operating 14 aircraft, two 737-700, 3 MAX 8, and 9 Boeing 737-800 with the capacity that are displayed as you can see. But to reach this level, we have value partners that are travel agencies, which are playing crucial role in selling our product we are distributing through the GDSs. And there have been several challenges we face in the past, and we overcome some of them. And IATA has also played a big role, listening to both travel agencies and also airlines, and to see how best it can facilitate more the business for all of us. Next slide. So it's come to diversify the means of payments, the possibility to secure the transaction, the fund that are related to ticket. Next slide, please. So we have seen that for travel agencies, especially for those who want to have more benefits, it is very convenient to use the IATA EasyPay. It is also convenient for the airline, by the way. Please, can you move to the next slide? Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, please, can you move to the next slide, please? Okay, there is
Okay.
one slide before this one.
Okay.
So, as outlined by my predecessors, especially Mr. Adenkule, the IATA EasyPay help to reduce a lot of risk for airline and also for the travel agencies. It is like as pay as you go. And for us, it is really important because it facilitates the cash management or the financial management of the travel agencies. The payment, the transaction settlement is very fast, and you have a lot of flexibility with less cost. And you don't need to provide necessarily bank guarantee, since it is like a prepaid mode. And usually when you have people that have to manage cash at their level and to do remittance, sometimes there is a temptation to pick or to take some and say, okay, I will replace it by tomorrow or the next day. And whenever you default payment within the agreed time with IATA through the bank, or if there is any delay, usually you have been cut off. And that is another process with penalty that you are incurring to be reactivated. So we feel that the IATA EasyPay is providing a lot of benefits. Next slide. And at lower cost than other form of payments that are available. And even between the travel agency and the airline, it creates more confidence, more trust, because we want to trust you, we want to do more business and to grow together the pie. So it is really important that this trust is supported by when you issue my tickets, I collect the money timely, I uplift the passenger, so everybody is happy having this implemented. So how this work with ASCII? That's one we are going to see on the next slide. We have a simple way of handling the agency who want to be activated using the IATA EasyPay as form of payment. Next slide. You just need to email us on the sales division email address, and the activation, the process is very fast because we also promote it. And you have our support 24 hours, 7 days. As soon as you need something, we are ready to support you. And we have also activated recently, probably starting from September 1st, it will be available in a lot of markets. The payment with credit cards sells through GDSs. So our target is to move the economy or the entire business to less cashless, to cashless business. Means instead of carrying a lot of cash and having a lot of loss of exchange rate, lot of confusion doing the reconciliation, to move everything to digital, to credit card, to IATA EasyPay, and this will support also the airline because of the fund that will be made available early for the airline to be able to pay its bills and continue flying. And we really support you to engage also the customer, because whenever someone doesn't have cash on him, he can use his credit card when he come to the travel agencies to buy a ticket. You can also increase your commission, your everything, instead of letting him go to another agency. So it is very easy. You just need to email us at salessky@flysky.com, and the team will be available to assist you promptly. So these are what we want to share with you. And we will continue working together with IATA and all partners, including GDSs. And we really thank Sabre for this opportunity that was given to us to communicate about this product. It is very important that we keep it at the back of our mind and we invest ourselves to develop more digital payment method that facilitate everything and make life easier for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Martial Dati, for this wonderful presentation. And it is well loaded and precise, well educative. So thank you very much. And then I want to let us know that our questions have been noted in the chat panel, and then we are again encouraged to continue doing so, as all questions will be attended to after all presentations. So on the agenda now, we will call on Sabre for their own presentation on this webinar today, to hear from their own perspective as well on IATA EasyPay. So, Mr. Samson Olurumbi, you have the floor for the Sabre presentation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Francis. Can you hear me? Please, can you confirm you can hear me? Good morning.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, everybody on the call. It's a great opportunity for us to have this webinar and to talk more about the opportunity that IATA EasyPay has given to our business as a travel partner. We would like to walk you through briefly our footprint in the CWA. I will be taking you through the IATA EasyPay workflow, how IATA EasyPay compatible with Sabre GDS. I will also talk about the advantages your business tend to gain while you are using IATA EasyPay. Also on how you generate your sales report, either you are IATA Gold Standard or IATA Gold Light. Then talk about the ticketing fulfillment, exchange, refund. We remain focused, and then we are very much ready to support your journey because we are together in the travel. Next slide, please. Next slide. Thank you. Yeah, you may think you know more about Sabre, who we are, and what we do, but there is more to Sabre GDS. We are more than a GDS. We are more than a technology company. No other travel technology company, no travel better than us. And we have evidences through our segment value proposition, fast expansion into Central and the West Africa markets. Our focus remains to achieve on-trial engagement with you, our customers. We are also focused on innovative to differentiate and optimize. Sabre is best positioned to the marketplace for personalized travel, leading the travel industry towards more intelligent retailing to meet changing traveler expectations and shifting market dynamics. Let's go to the next slide, please. Yeah, as you can see, we have our footprint in already 18 markets. As you can see from your screen, we've been existent in Nigeria since 2007, and we are expand to Ghana, expand to countries Sierra Leone, Gambia, Burkina Faso, Guinea-Conakry. We have our footprint also in Guinea-Bissau and Cape Verde. So that is to show to you that we are fully in support of your business. Our representatives in niche markets are well positioned. They are well committed to help your business thrive and to prepare you for the challenges ahead with our forward-thinking technology solutions. Can we go to the next slide? Our system is compatible with IATA EasyPay in the area of ticket fulfillment, ticket exchanges, ticket refunds, and sales report. Let's go to the next slide. Then I would like to walk you through on how you can get this when you are on the Sabre GDS. It's a very simple format that we are giving to you when you are using IATA EasyPay to issue your tickets. As you can see from the screen, you can see the first command or the first code you have to put is whiskey, that is auto price. We have the form of payment, which is Father Asterisk, Charlie Alpha, that is your credit card and IATA number. Then the slash expiration date. Then you see the KP that's always constant in our format. That is the commission percent. The hash there shows what is the percentage that you have been given from the carrier that you are issuing. Then validating carrier. The A is constant, followed by the carrier code, which is the ET. Then the simple command is shown below. Whiskey cross of Lorraine, F asterisk. Your CA, that is CA stand for your credit card. Then you put your IATA EasyPay number slash the month and the year of the expiration of that card. Then followed by the cross of Lorraine, your commission, KP is constant, then the commission number and the cross of Lorraine, alpha and the carrier code. Let's go to the next slide, please. Yeah, for ticketing with IATA EasyPay on Sabre, either you are using the cryptic or you are using the graphical page. It is compatible for you. And you can see from the cryptic aspect, after you might have completed your bookings, and you retrieve your PNR. That's how your PNR is going to show by the picture you are seeing by your left-hand side. Then you apply your ticketing information. Then the result that you are going to have is what you can see from the last picture that you are seeing by your right-hand side. Don't forget to always assign your printer, because majority of the questions and challenges we have been receiving from our clients, assign printer designated has not been effected before issue of the ticket. Then you'll be having some errors. So don't forget to do your whiskey as their AT. It's very important. Then our men on ground, they are very much available to help you. They can help you configure your system if you don't want to be doing this on a daily basis. If you configure your system, give you a very solid PF keys to help you to do this early in the morning. Next slide, please. Then I will talk about the graphical page as well. How do you use IATA EasyPay while you are on the graphical view? The graphical page is to remove the stress of having a lot of commands, storing a lot of commands, especially for the young aviator coming into the industry, especially for those that have been in the industry for long and they find it difficult to apply codes. They find it difficult to remember the commands, different commands. So Sabre has developed the graphical page, and this has really helping a lot of agencies to come on board and to enhance their business flow. So if you are using our graphical view, you should be rest assured that the IATA EasyPay also is compatible with our graphical view. Then you can see from your screen, all what you need to do is, when you're on the graphical page, you click on the workflow. As you can see, after you have generated your bookings, you have completed your reservation, click on the workflow, you click on the issue ticket ELD, then you have this. You can see from your top left, you see the Sabre PNR. From the down left, you see the Ethiopia Airline PNR as well. Then the agency name is circled, as you can see. All this is showing on our graphical view to give to you that you have the clear picture of the ticket you want to issue. Let's go to the next slide. After you have retrieved your booking, then the next thing is you have your store fare. You can store your fare. You can click on that PQ, as you can see, to retain the fare that you have seen, and then you have picked on the graphical view. Then when you store the fare, you can see the information. You have the fare basis from segment 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the date that you store the fare by your right-hand side. Then you have the total fare as well by your right-hand side. So you have, in a glance, you have all the information about the ticket you want to issue on our graphical page. Then after that, you can click. You can see the arrow there. You can click store form of payment. By your left-hand side, you can click your store form of payment. How do you want to issue the ticket? Are you issuing it with your credit card? Are you using it with your with cash? Another form of payment. Then you click your percentage. You put on your percentage into that column box that you see beside percentage. Next slide, please. Yeah. As I explained from the last slide, when you click your form of payment, you scroll down and you see use another card. Then you click on that. Then you go, after you click on that, you have information where you are going to put everything about the details of the credit card you are using. Don't forget to put CA, then the card number, the expiration date, and the year. Then if you scroll down, you will see the commission percent. that you have included before. Then you see everything at a glance from our graphical view. Next page. Can we move to the next page, please? Yeah, thank you. After you might have clicked on, you have completed storing of the fare, then you issue your ticket. This is the result you are going to have. Then you can see from the green statement there, successfully issued a ticket for PQ1. PQ1 stands that you have stored your fare. You may have different PQ numbers. It depends on how many fare you have stored. If you are issuing your ticket on PQ1, don't forget to click PQ1 so that you can issue your ticket. Or you maybe at the end, maybe by the time you are doing your transaction, you have another fare and then you store that fare. Always ensure you issue at the PQ number that you prefer. So this ticket has been issued on PQ1. That's why you are seeing the PQ number. That is, the ticket has been issued for Jackson Swatch on PQ number 1. Then you can see the statement, OK 9600. That shows the confirmation of amount that the ticket has been issued. Then you see the ETR message process. It's processed and then transmitted to the backend. Then you have your full information. Then from the background also, you can see the itinerary, the names, and all information. By the right hand side, you see the airline ticket record. Then you can see from the top, immediately, OK 6.6, you see your Sabre reference code as well. Now let's go to the next slide. I think I still have 1 or 2 slides. Thank you. So this is just a glance view of the ticket that you have been issued using our graphical view. Then you can see the ticket, the e-ticket number, issuing date, the ticket detail. This is very easy for the account and the backend department to have a full record of the ticket that has been issued for Swat Jackson Yarn. Then with this, you can have multiple of this information. That is, if you have tickets, maybe 10, 15, 20 tickets, it will show at a glance when you are using our graphical page. Let's go to the last slide, please. Thank you. This is showing to us go back to that previous slide, please. Go back to that previous slide. Let me just make a statement there before this slide. Thank you. So this is how you are going to see the ticket image. You can see, as I explained the other time, you can see all the details is clear from this angle. This is what we call ticket marks. So you can see your form of payment. You have your security while you are using your credit card issued on Sabre, because your IATA EasyPay number is protected. You can see from the far left. You can see from there. Only the fare basis. Your card is not going to. Your detail of the card is not going to be shown to the customers or to whosoever that is reading this ticket. So that is one of the benefits and the advantage of using your IATA EasyPay while you are using your ticket on Sabre. All other information is going to show, but your credit card information is protected. Can we go to the next stage? Thank you. So our focus is always on you. We have a structure in place that always connects our dedicated layer strategy. We have product team and Sabre Labs. We want to collaborate with you on opportunities and innovation to drive the industry forward. It is also our privilege to provide opportunity to joint thought leadership. We invite you to join our Sabre hosted event as well as product workshop and customer advisory boards. Our Sabre hosted events are all focused on addressing your challenges. We're also available to identify opportunity to maximize your position in the travel ecosystem. We are always there for you, and then you can also reach us with our 24/7 support, our help desk support to customer support to meet your immediate needs. And as well, you can use our Sabre Central place and Sabre place and Sabre Development Studio for your product and development needs. So we are very much available for you. We are just a way to you. You can dial our number. You can reach us anytime, any day to attend to your request. And our men are well equipped and available to attend to any of your challenges that you may be facing while you are starting your business, especially through IATA EasyPay, and whatsoever may be your challenges, our men are capable to attend to your requests. So we'll be available to listen to your questions if you have any challenges, and we are very much ready for you. Thank you for your time. Does you have any other slide? Thank you for your time. Thank you. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Sampson, for this wonderful presentation. For emphasis sake, Mr. Sampson is the Regional Director of Sabre Ghana, Sierra Leone, and Liberia, and Cameroon as well. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Sampson. Well appreciated. We have on the call Mr. Richmond from Rwanda. Can you speak to the microphone, Mr. Richmond, if you are still on the call with us? Mr. Richmond.
Hello, good day, sir. I'm here.
Okay, thank you very much. Are you ready for us for your presentation, or you are just observing?
Observing for now. Observing.
Okay, you're observing. All right. Thank you very much for your participation. We really appreciate that. So on this note, we will go to, it's time for questions, and we have the SRD, Senior Regional Director Dario Laiwola, to handle that for us. As many questions we have on the chat panel, they will be handled by Mr. Dario Laiwola and directed to the right presenter of which the question is directed to. Thank you very much. Dario, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Francis. Who does a good job to all the presenters. Mr. Knoluwole from the NANTA, thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. Mr. Fabrice from IATA, Mr. Date from KP, thank you. And Samson Lurumbi, thank you for showing us how to fulfill all those presentations on GDS, where money is coming in. So we have most of those questions extracted out. Let's start. Over to you. Nuruddin, next slide, please. Do you have the slides for the questions? Okay. While we are waiting for the tech team, I have some questions here. The first question that is going, the question goes to IATA. It said, from caller Sky Guide Travels, I have just moved from Gold Standard to go live. The process of activating the IATA EasyPay wallet has not been very straight from IATA. Kindly explain how the process can be expedited so that our transaction will not be impaired. Thank you. That will go to Mr. Fabrice. Right, I've just moved from Go Standard to Go Light. The process of activating EasyPay wallet has not been smooth. Kindly advise how the process can be expedited so that our transaction will not be impaired.
Okay, so thank you very much for this question. I don't know exactly what is the reason why the process is slow. In principle, it should not be. I will need to get more details on that, and it's not the reason is certainly not the fact that the travel agency is changing the accreditation model. Opening an IATA EasyPay account does not really take long, so I will need to understand or to check with the technical team and understand exactly what happens exactly on this specific case. But from experience and from the one I observed from time to time, it does not really take long to open an IATA EasyPay account. Sometimes we request some documentation from the travel agent, and most of the time it's when the documents requested are not provided very quickly, and then we have some delays. But I will need to check with the teams and technical teams. But sorry for that.
Okay, thank you. I have a signification from Mr. Kunoluwole. Mr. Kunoluwole, you want to buttress the point? Please go ahead, sir.
Like what he said, it is not supposed to be an issue to activate your EasyPay. So what he needs to do is that let him log into his IATA customer portal. He will see IATA EasyPay. Then once you click on it, he will read, he need to accept the terms and conditions. Once it's accepted, IATA, it will give them at least 1 to 2 days. Once they activate it, open it for him, then he need to upload some document. Like he said, if you are not uploading the right document, then you will not move forward. So if the person is having issue at that point, what he needs to do is to create a case, and they will tell him the exact reason why he has not been able to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's fine. Let's have the next question, please. The next question I have here goes to Sabre. Good day, Salman. Is it possible to get the slides used for the presentation, please? I will say yes. This session is being recorded, and the link will be shared with all the participants. The next question goes to Nathan Hayata. Can you please explain the risks involved in the EasyPay, also why most airlines refuse acceptance of Go Light? I will throw that to Mr. Fabrice to quickly respond to that in a very short way.
What is the question again?
I think the area I would like you to respond to will be why most airlines refuse acceptance of Go Light. The area of the risk, I think Mr. Oluwole's presentation have mentioned some of the risk or anticipated challenges. So I just want you to buttress on the point why most airlines refuse acceptance of Go Light.
No, from the interactions that we have with most of the airlines still refusing Go Light or IATA EasyPay, we have two answers to that. Number one, it's a lack of knowledge of the product itself. Most of the airlines replying to our request told us that they don't really, sometimes it's only maybe 1 or 2 persons in the airlines who know the product, they know what it is, and the information regarding IATA EasyPay is not really, let's say, shared with other colleagues in within the airline. So this is the number one. So lack of knowledge. So we try as much as possible to organize webinars, calls, etc., to let them know exactly what is it and how it works. So this is a continuous action that we have. The other issue that we have with IATA EasyPay is the fact that, okay, as explained, IATA EasyPay is the pay-as-you-go solution. And for travel agents, mainly for Go-Light travel agents, they don't have to provide any financial security to be activated and to work in the BSP, to issue ticket in the BSP. Most of the time, those travel agents also, they get ADM from airlines when they issue their tickets. And the configuration of IATA EasyPay and the Go-Light accreditation, when there is an ADM issued by an airline to a travel agent, the amount of this ADM is not deducted from the wallet, the IATA EasyPay wallet of the travel agent. The ADM has to be paid separately from the wallet. So most of the time, travel agents, when they receive the ADM, they don't want to pay the ADM most of the time. And when they don't want to pay, they don't pay the ADM, they are defaulted, suspended in the BSP, defaulted, etc. And then the airline say, okay, so if I cannot get my money regarding this particular transaction, this particular ADM with a Go-Light travel agent using IATA EasyPay, so what's the point of allowing those travel agents to issue ticket for me? So this is also one of the issues that we have regarding Go-Light travel agents in the BSP. So we can have many travel agents defaulted in the BSP, mainly because they receive ADM from airlines, and because of the fact that we cannot deduct the amount of this ADM from their wallet. This is as per the resolution. Those travel agents are suspended and defaulted, terminated from IATA, and the airline is not paid this defaulted amount. So this is mainly the issue. So when an airline already face this issue, they say, okay, I don't want to deal anymore with Go-Light travel agents because of this issue. Because if I have an ADM, I'm not sure that the travel agent will pay that ADM. So until we change the resolutions, etc., those airlines say that, okay, I'm going to allow travel agent to issue ticket with IATA EasyPay. So this is the reasons.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll be taking some very few more questions. We have a lot of questions here. Please note that we will surely send your question to the panelists, and we will surely ensure that those questions that are responded to, and we can publish the response of those questions on the feedback session that will be sent to you. This is directed to IATA and IATA. Please, what are the do's and don'ts of IAP? I think this should be responded to in a short way. If IATA has like a direct link that you can direct people to, we can do those campaigns to show people the do's and don'ts. Then let's go to the next one. While Mr. Fabrice will respond to this and the second one together. Next slide, please. Let's go to the next question. Mr. Fabrice, can you please help with contact details, as there are a lot beyond IEP and more risk hidden truths not said before IATA launched the IATA EasyPay programs. So Mr. Fabrice, do you want to respond to that? your contact details.
Contact details. The best contact details are through the IATA customer portal. When you reach IATA through the IATA customer portal, your request or your questions are directed to the experts, and they attend to the queries that you have. But you can also reach if you are based in Nigeria, you can reach the local office in Nigeria. I think most of you have the contact of Mr. Fatukun Samson, who is the manager of IATA in Central and West Africa, Francophone and Anglophone countries. So you can contact Mr. Samson, or you can contact me. The colleagues from Sabre, they also have my contact, so they can share my contact also with the teams. But as I said, the best way to contact IATA and to have the question answered is through the IATA customer portal. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next question, please, because we have time check, because we are preparing for the next session in a few minutes in French. Kindly advise how long to use a singular IEP code for. Kindly advise how long to use a singular IEP code for. I will throw that to Mr. Kunle Oluwole, because I know you are very experienced IATA EasyPay user.
Yes,
Mr. Kunle Oluwole.
Yes, I'm aware. As the name implies, a single, once you generate it and you use it to issue ticket, you can't use it again. Even to reissue that ticket again immediately, you can't use it. Once you use it, you have to go and generate another one. That's why we advise that you can generate a multiple one that can use for a number of time for as many times for a period of 3 months. But this one, once you use it, either you use it to issue a fresh ticket or reissue, that's all. You can't use it again.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I will take more question here from, this is to ASCII, Mr. Date. From what we learned here, it has been established that EasyPay can be optional for gold standard users. Can we understand why ASCII is declining to activate ticketing stock for a gold standard because the agency has not activated EasyPay? So the question goes to Mr. Date. Can we understand why ASCII is declining to activate ticketing stock for? Go ahead, sir, Mr. Tip.
Okay, I have responded through the chat, but I will still respond because right now, as you can see in the presentation, for the gold standard, they still have the possibility to issue using cash as form of payment, and this is based on a bank guarantee provided to IATA, and the risk for them is not nil. It just need to be mitigated, and we are still sending our country managers when we have such requests to check and confirm the reliability of the agency before moving forward. Because if they use the cash as form of payment to issue tickets and they default, then we will be in trouble because we cannot recover the money without knowing where they are. And that is the risk we are trying to mitigate. For the Go Live, we don't have any issue because they cannot use the cash as form of payment. It will be only the IATA EasyPay. But still, we are working on a better way to mitigate all these scenarios. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. We do have a lot of questions here. Then we advised our panelists to please still respond to some of the questions. We've seen a lot of questions has been responded to on the chat panel. We continue to respond to those questions, even if we shut down the call, because we are planning for the next session in French. Thank you very much for all the attendees. Thank you very much for our partners, Mr. Fabrice from IATA, KP, Nantal, from Rwanda Air, and other travel agencies on the call. We really appreciate you. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you on our next engagement. Over to you, Francis.
All right, thank you very much. You've already delved into some part of my concluding remark. And on this note as well, I believe we've been enlightened the more on the usage and the application from different perspectives on IATA EasyPay. We want to sincerely appreciate each and every one of us, starting from Mr. Kunle Oluwole, a representative of NANTA, Mr. Martial Date from ASCAI, Fabrice from IATA, and Mr. Samson from Sabre, all our panelists, the SRD, Dariola Iwola, and we also have on the call our able Vice President, Sales and Marketing, Sabre West Africa, Mr. Soji Shola. We really appreciate your support. We appreciate the technical crew. We appreciate the help desk, all our agency partners, airlines, and then our colleagues from the sub-region, and also our partners from the sub-region. Really appreciate you. Thank you for participating. This is very much appreciated, and we hope to see you in our next invite for our next episode on a different topic. So thank you very much. We really appreciate you. We keep the contact and we'll keep in touch as we are preparing for our next session, which is going to be in French. So as many of us that can attend, we are encouraged to do so. So once again, we appreciate each and every one of us. Thank you very much and keep safe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
You will expand content access, enhance productivity, and add profitability to your bottom line while delivering the exact experience your travelers want at time. Get your ticket to booking NDC offers today. Explore beyond the NDC standards at some/NDC. When you travel beyond the standard of NDC, the possibilities are limitless, which is why you need a complete view of the landscape. Every flight, every add-on, every option. With Sabre, it's a view you can only get with Sabre Red 360, your ticket to NDC offers. To get started, use the air shopping path and then add the journey details to access a world of content in one easy-to-follow display. Our air shopping path is fully API enabled, so it pulls from multiple sources of information at once, including traditional low-cost carrier and NDC offers. And it's all presented in a single display for efficient comparison shopping. With Sabre Red 360, availability and fares appear in a familiar workflow while clearly depicting the content source. In this case, it is an NDC offer. Open the panel to see more information about the flight. Then click Select to offer more specific details. Details such as the offer time limit, taxes, fees, and baggage information come straight from the supplier. After adding the traveler data, click to
What's our vision for the future of travel retail? We think it's wide open. Open for business today with the tech you need for tomorrow. Breaking free of legacy systems and opening the door to offers and orders that enable you to build retailing experiences your way. Today, Sabre's advanced artificial intelligence and machine learning solutions lets you create personalized offers, optimize choice, and maximize revenue opportunities. We're also delivering personalized NDC-enabled offers and orders, and our modular, scalable, API-based microservices help you connect travelers to the experiences they seek. But that's just the start. We know you and your customers need more. That's why we're building the travel marketplace of the future, to truly open up a world of possibilities. So let's go. The future is open. Are you ready?